What's up YouTube? I'm Mike and today I'm back with another steroid video for you guys. Before I get to it, I want to just say thank you to everyone who had positive things to say on my last video. That was very much appreciated. For those of you who saw that video, you could probably tell that I was in a bit of a downer mood. I've been struggling for this past week, and as I mentioned, I think it's primarily just because this cruise has been getting a little bit long in the teeth. And so I've really been looking forward to kind of upping the ante a little bit. I did a lot of thinking last night about what I was going to do next. I have a particular blast in mind that I want to try, that being Test, Primo, Trent, and Anadrol, but I don't have everything that I need to get that going yet, and I just wasn't really feeling good about where I was sitting mentally. So I decided to bridge the gap a little bit and do another little temporary experiment. Not so much experiment, just try to, feel out a new compound. So this morning, in fact, I popped a Tbol. I took 10 milligrams of Tbol, and I'm going to be taking that for 4 to 6 weeks while I'm waiting to get everything together that I need for my next blast. I decided that I would do kind of an experiment just to see if throwing in an oral along with the low-dose Tren and the low-dose Test might spur some gains, spur some additional strength and stuff in the gym, and to see if I could possibly tolerate that and keep my blood, my biomarkers in line. So I am very happy to report that I feel 1 billion times better today after taking that Tbol. I don't know what that really says about my mental state, but I decided to make a quick video just to explain what Tbol feels like. I've done a number of videos what different compounds really feel like in the body, and there's not a lot of people talking about Tbol. It seems to be sort of overlooked, and that's the reason that I picked it up. I thought, the only person I've really heard talking too much about it is Greg Doucette. I hate Tbol personally. I just don't enjoy the way it feels. I don't enjoy the estrogenic effects. And so I thought, fuck it, let's try Tbol and just see how it goes. So I took 10 milligrams this morning and I set the timer for when I took it so that I could try to report to you guys on when I began to feel the effects. As I mentioned in my video about Anavar, I feel the Anavar come on very, very rapidly. Within the first 30, 45 minutes max, I feel that rush of intensity that comes with Anavar. And I feel it acutely, mentally throughout the cycle, really, which is interesting because my wife does not have the same effect. Now, again, I made a video talking about combining Anavar and caffeine. I have caffeine, like a Red Bull or something every single morning. Maybe that's why I feel it more than she does, or maybe it's because I take a stronger dose. Not real sure, but she's only, in all of the cycles of Anavar she's run, I feel like she's only really mentioned a few times really feeling it psychologically. And in fact, both of those times were when she kind of took a double dose to get started. And one day she was in the gym thinking she was having heart palpitations. I think she took, what'd you take, baby? She can't hear me. I think it was like 15 milligrams, maybe 20. I can't remember what she took. Her dose was 10 milligrams a week, or 10 milligrams a day. But nevertheless, you guys don't care about that rambling. So I took the Tbol this morning, started the clock. 8 minutes after I took the first dose, I began to feel something changing in my body. Very minor. My body is very, very sensitive to drugs. Just about anything I take, I feel different effects. Maybe I'm a nutcase. Maybe it's all placebo. I don't know, but they tend to all feel differently. So be that as it may, in about 8 minutes, I started to feel a little bit of a flush around my face or kind of a warmth or something right here in this area of my face, and I immediately walked in. I told my wife I felt like it was going to take 30 to 45 minutes to feel it, and at the 8-minute mark, I walked in, told my wife, I was wrong, I can feel it in my face right now. That effect sort of tapered. I wouldn't say that I acutely felt anything else, but I do know that I was sitting at my computer just kind of fucking around. I felt the warmth in my face. Within 15 to 20 minutes, I was suddenly like, I think I'm gonna go mow the yard. Just out of the blue, I just felt like energetic. I wouldn't have said that I felt energetic, but obviously I was, because I just hopped up and just started going and doing yard work. By the time I came back in and started having an Isopure protein drink, I was feeling it. I walked out into the living room. I told my wife, I'm like, I just feel fucking giddy. Like I just felt happy. Inexplicably happy, which was really weird because I've been really kind of fucking depressed for the past 3 to 4 days. Nothing in my personal life changed. Everything was the same this morning. I had a nightmare last night. I woke up in a shitty mood, and that's kind of what prompted it. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this T-ball and just see what happens. And within an hour, I felt like a brand new man. So I told her, I was like, she said, you know, so what else are you feeling? Basically, I just felt really fucking happy and upbeat. Over the course of the next hour or so, the intensity started to come on. Over the course of the rest of the day, basically the best way I can explain the feel is as if I have just been living in sort of a cloud for the past few weeks. It's almost just like everything has been hazy, like my countenance has just been drawn. Not really feeling very driven to do anything, not really caring about life, not taking any enjoyment in a lot of the things that I was doing. And then all of a sudden, it's just like the fucking clouds parted and the sun came out, and I had a new level of intensity, a new level of happiness, a new level of excitement. I wanted to get shit done. I wanted to go to the gym, which is crazy because it's fucking leg day and I usually have to drag myself to the fucking gym. She's not feeling good, so she didn't even go with me. Usually she's the person who's like, no, get your fucking chicken legs in the car. We're going to the fucking gym. You're going to do leg day like a fucking big boy, and you're going to like it. And she wasn't even going. And still I was like, no, fuck this. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to fucking kill this workout. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get shit done. Just all of a fucking sudden, 10 milligrams of T-ball, and whoa, I'm a brand new man, baby. And that's what I've been fucking talking about. That's what I've been missing. That's what I was talking about in that video last night. This is just not something I feel like I can give up in my life. I go through this cyclical pattern where, you know, I blast for a while and that becomes too much. You know, after 16, 20 weeks on blast, killing it in the gym, the meal prep, the never skipping a day, you know, you basically just live and breathe your fucking gains. And I can get to a depression in that state where I'm kind of like, damn, I'm fucking tapped out. My joints are nagging me. My back is nagging me. I just need a break. And so, you know, I go off cycle. I get on a little cruise. I kind of fucking lay back. Occasionally I go out with my wife, have a drink or something, just chill. I stop feeling like I got to go to the gym 6 days a week. I kind of relax, and it's good and it's healthy for me. But after a while, usually that 12 fucking week mark, it starts to get to the point where, man, this cruise is not cool anymore. I don't have any purpose. I don't have any meaning. The things that I used to care about are not there. And that's usually when it's time to get back on cycle. Now, as I said in the video last night, is this the smartest thing for me to do for my health? No. But the way I look at health is twofold. You've got your physical health, you know, you've got your blood pressure, your lipids, your fucking AST, ALT levels, and then you've got your mental health. And for me, it doesn't do me a lot of good if every single one of my internal organs is working at ship-shape form, everything's great, clean as a fucking whistle, but psychologically I want to jump out of a fucking window, right? Like, that's not a win. And before somebody comes and hits me with the fucking, you're an addict, you need psych, I don't give a shit, guys, okay? I did the psych med thing, that didn't work. I found something that works, and I'm gonna fucking stick to it, because to me, life is only worth living if you are enjoying it. It doesn't matter how healthy you are. You could live to be 110 years old. If you fucking hate yourself all day long, if you can't get any enjoyment out of life, that's not life. It's a fucking prison sentence. And that's to some degree the way I can end up feeling, as if I'm locked in a prison, and for better or worse, these compounds set me free, and I am loving every second of it. So we're gonna run the T-ball for 4 to 6 weeks, wait for some more compounds to come in, and then I'm gonna come back with some new cycle reports to talk about this blast and the gains that I'm getting. GH is definitely gonna be involved here. The GH is gonna be kicking in the next, I'm gonna start taking that probably in the next week. So I'll come back with some reports on how many IUs I'm using, what that feels like, am I getting the fucking dreaded carpal tunnel, all of those different things. So definitely stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot more content coming out. As you see, I've been trying to produce content every single day trying to push the channel to a new level. Getting a lot of positive feedback from you guys, and I really appreciate that. And so please stay tuned. Comments in the section below as always. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on OnlyFans. There was a point where I was kind of ashamed of that. My wife and I are having a fucking ton of fun with it, and I just don't give a shit what anybody thinks. So if you want to see me in my fucking birthday suit and my wife getting fucking busy at night, Mike and Sarah is the username on OnlyFans. Follow us everywhere. Come enjoy the fucking journey. And as all, I guess consider I'm fucking talking up this drug. Let me be very clear again. I don't give a shit how this works for me. I am not advocating you break the law in your country. Do not break the law. Do not take illegal drugs. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. This is not medical advice. It's not legal advice. It's nothing other than me, as always, reporting to you on my life and my experiences. And if you can get something out of that from an entertainment or an education purpose, then fantastic. So that disclaimer out of the way. We'll see you on the next one.